welcome to another RSR. Tonight I'm reviewing Forge FC 2 versus CS Mont-Royal Outremont nil in the preliminary round of the 2022 Canadian Championship. Forge FC grind through this match, but they get it done. Forge going on to the quarterfinals to face their semifinal opponent from last year, Montreal, at Stade Saputo this time. But Forge gets through. Started pretty slow in this game, just like their season has, but they got it done. 35th minute, Terran Campbell with the goal. Ball crossed in to the near post. Terran Campbell heads it into the goal. Easy as you like. Makes it 1-0 for Forge FC. That's the way it would go into halftime. Then Woobens Pashis. Ball crossed in by Chouanier to the center of the box. Woobens Pashis heads it into the top of the net. Puts it all the way past in the 90-plus second minute. Woobens Pashis makes it 2-0 for Forge FC. Two headers from two strikers. Two great strikers, and that's the way it would end. Forge FC win 2-0. They move on. Stats are as follows: 11 shots to 4, 6 shots on goal to 2, 66% possession to 34% possession, 530 passes to 273 passes, 84% pass accuracy to 63% pass accuracy, 19 fouls to 16. Was a very chippy game. 3 offside to 2, 4 yellow cards to 2, 0 red cards to 0, and 5 corners to 2. For Forge, they started pretty slowly, and they never really hit third or fourth gear. Forge has started very slow this season. They've had a very slow start to the season. This doesn't look like the normal Forge that we know, that we've seen in CONCACAF League or in the first 3 seasons of the Canadian Premier League, save for the final and the Canadian Championship. This is not the Forge we've normally seen. And it looks like they still have a pretty similar team to what they normally have had. They've sold players on. Players have gone up. Kwame Awuah to St. Louis. Still pretty good. With Ashton Morgan. Forge started pretty slowly in this game as well. They're still a good team, and they still have talent. Well, the reason they started pretty slow is Mont-Royal pretty much stood up and said, we're going to fight. We're not going to be afraid of playing a 2-time CPL champion. And they weren't. All credit to Mont-Royal. All credit. Great team. Good fight from a PLSQ Pro-Am semi-pro team. Good fight. And they played well. It was a very good game of football. I thought it would be curtains from the first minute. Knowing the Forge that's beaten teams like CD Faz and nearly beat Motagua and beat Santos Guapiles and Tauro and Independiente, you would think, yeah, they pretty much got this in the bag from the first minute. But Mont-Royal put up a fight, and they put up a heavy fight, and it's very respectable what Mont-Royal did there. They put up a fight. They said, we're not afraid of a CONCACAF semifinalist. We're not afraid of a 3-time CPL finalist and 2-time champion. Slow season start, we're not afraid. And they played the game to the way they needed to play it. And they did get the goals. It's very similar to the Portland LAFC game last night, if you watched. Forge won 2-0. They dominated the game a little bit more than LAFC dominated Portland, but it wasn't like Mont-Royal was a sitting duck. They fought, and they had their chances. And they didn't take them, and they had a great goalkeeping performance as well. 2 headers that are just a little bit over the reach. It is what it is. Mont-Royal did pretty damn good, and I thought they were still in it. I thought they could have easily got that 1 goal to send it to penalties. And whatever happens there, happens there. I mean, Forge sucks at penalties. We all know this. We all know that Forge FC have lost 2 penalty shootouts. Both of them. One to Arcailles, one to Montreal. I know they probably wouldn't have lost to Mont-Royal, but the fact remains they haven't won a penalty shootout. So who knows? And I think that's what Mont-Royal was playing for, and they were very close to getting that. And then, of course, Woobens Pashis shuts down the game late on. And that's when Forge really realized that just not going for the throat probably could have hurt them. It didn't. They didn't pay for it, but for some reason they didn't go for the throat. They did not go for the throat like they normally do. They gave Mont Royal a chance. They gave them a chance. And you just don't do that. And the thing that gets me scared is the fact that Forge FC are a very good football club. They are a very good team. And they're playing very slowly in, not MLS, Canadian Premier League and the Canadian Championship. They're playing very slowly. They start slowly. They lost to York. They lost to Pacific. Calvary, Drew, Valor, they didn't play because of COVID restrictions and situations. That game got postponed. But with that being said, the way that Forge has been playing these past months or weeks, almost a month, hasn't been the classic Forge. I'm not saying that CPL final broke them. I don't think so. Pacific is still riding high. Even without Paul Maruka and without Hajab Rapport and Taryn Campbell and without Caden Chung and Lucas McNaughton, under Merriman, they're still riding high. And it's crazy, frankly. Didn't expect that. I mean, you still have Guero Diaz, you still have Bustos, you still have Aparicio, but Forge, I thought they'd bounce right back. I thought their tanks were emptied, and that's why they lost the CPL final. That's why they didn't score a goal against Motagua and didn't get to the CONCACAF League final. I thought it was just the fact their gas tanks had run out. Maybe Bobby Smirniotis had a point to say that he was right when during the CCL, he said, CPL teams will have a 3-year lifespan of, dominance. Maybe he was right, but the team that they put on the pitch, that Forge put on the pitch, is pretty much the same team that we saw in 2019. Yeah, I mean, of course, Kwame Awu has been replaced by Ashton Morgan. Center backs. You have Matusala, or at least people who have made their names and been a big part of this team throughout these last 3 years. Still got Matusala. David Edgar is still a coach. You still got Dominic Samuel. Sissoko is new. Okay, you have that. Akinyoti Janssen, still there. Kyle Becker, still there. Didn't play, but he's still there. Still got Chouanier. You still got Welshman. You still got Borges. Brownie is going to be there at some point. I don't know what the hell's going on there. They did extend his loan, as far as I know, pre-Champions League. So what the hell's going on there? I guess it's another visa situation. But Omar Brownie still should be there at some point. You have the core. I know this is more of just looking at their last couple of weeks as well, but it's just weird. You still have that same core. Why are they performing or starting so slowly? Maybe not having CONCACAF League is a drop their morale. Maybe only playing Can Champ and CPL just doesn't feel like Forge. Maybe that's a situation. Maybe it's a mental thing. I'm not completely sure. But Mont Royal should have been a lot easier to beat for Forge. Yeah, they dominant. They didn't score 5 goals. I know Forge has started slowly, but you'd think that this would be the thing that kind of kicks them on. Be like, okay, all right, we're feeling it. I don't know. And Montreal is pretty good right now. 2 weeks from now, you got Forge versus Montreal at Stade Saputo. If I could cover it, I will. I don't like that. I don't like the way that looks. I don't think Forge is going to be as close to Montreal as they were last year. And I don't think it's because they were at home. But you have to look at it, and it's like this Forge team just something's different, and it's weird. I can't put my finger on it because everything should be still pretty strong, but it isn't, and it's weird because you look at it and it's like, oh, Montreal's still Forge is still a great team, still got the core pretty much. Is Kwame Awua that big of a, or is Ashton Morgan that big of a drop off? Is it? Cisse not being there, that could be it. But I think Kojab Rapport is a good footballer. That could be it. It's a lot questionable. Like, you could really question this, and I'm not completely sure. But with that being said, Forge FC did the job tonight. They got it done. They beat Mont Royal, Outremont. They beat the PLSQ champions. There are no more semi-pro teams, pro-am teams left in this competition. It's all MLS and CPL now. We will see who goes through for Vancouver and Valor later tonight. I will be live for that. I will also review that match. I will see you then. And we'll do what we got to do there. And we'll see if there's only 2 MLS teams or all 3 MLS teams get through and how many CPL teams are left. It could be 3, 6, 7, 8. 5-3 or 6-2. A CPL team could easily be in the final this year. No joke. With that being said, though, if you like this video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that big red bell notification once you subscribed, send super chats on the live streams, comment on this video, put this in playlist, share it with friends and family, all that great stuff. I will be live for Vancouver versus Valor in about 40 minutes, 20 to 30, 30, 40, 40 to 50, about 35 minutes. I'll see you then. This will be going up as it is. So if this is up, when you're done watching it, jump over to the stream. Or if you're watching the stream and you jump over at halftime, happy to see you jump back, all that. I'll be reviewing that match as well. So right after a review for that one will be up. So we're going double duty again like we did last Wednesday. Double duty Wednesdays. I could get used to this. Probably not going to be a complete thing, but I could totally get used to this. But with that being said, I'll see you in a good couple of minutes. This will be going up. I'm out. Peace.